You know, it's interesting to me. I was just looking at some recent data that's showing that the number of transactions that are falling apart during escrow
Mm.
is basically nationally 1 in 7 right now. So just over 15%
Yeah.
are falling apart. So, of course, you know, we know we're in a shifted market, right? Real estate has changed.
Yeah.
And in fact, I would argue the real estate industry is in recession. Now, the economy, the good news is not in recession
Yeah.
yet. However, we wrote a book last time we had this, right? And that book is called Shift.
Yep.
It's the 12 tactics that successful people use. So, you know, one of the tactics is actually bulletproofing the transaction. Now, if we think about why do you think a lot of these transactions are falling apart?
Yeah. Just buyer's cold feet.
Absolutely.
We had a
That's a big part
call
of it.
me the other day because it was within days of acceptance and hadn't gone through inspection and everything yet. And it was a little bit of a, what do I do? So there's cold feet, they get accepted, but then now they start figuring out their homeowner's insurance or their mortgage payment because maybe they didn't get their full cost sheet before writing the offer.
Right.
So it's just expensive, and in turn, they're having to be a lot more picky. They're holding their money tight and
Absolutely.
spend it where they love it. It's that couple years ago, it was all the jokes about love it or leave it with the marry the
Marry the house and
date
date
the
the
rate.
mortgage or date the rate.
Yeah, but they are
Which it's
picky.
been a long time dating now.
Yeah. Like
Right.
the rate is the rate.
The rate is the rate.
I mean, it's got little bumps, but yeah, I think they're just having to be naturally a little more picky. So it takes a lot more with the agents in their conversations with both sides to prepare them for what may happen, what you may feel. This is a big purchase. Here's what could happen. Talk about it before it happens.
Absolutely.
Like, know what to say, bring it up so that when they start having those feelings, you can say, well, remember when we talked about this, that you might feel this way. You just have as many of those conversations up front to prepare both sides of what can happen.
Well, we call them conversational frameworks, right? What we know is that there are things that you can say that actually can help people along the decision-making process. And I think about that, right, is how much are we as an industry actually practicing our skills, right, before we go out and use them with our clients. It reminds me of a saying that I've always sort of really liked, and the saying is simply this: amateurs practice to get it right, professionals practice to never get it wrong. And the question we have to ask is, how are we playing? Are we playing as professionals or are we playing as amateurs? So are we practicing? And oh, by the way, does the environment we operate in support that, right?
Yeah. And I think some people, agent wise, they might be on an island. So are they reading? Are they role playing a little bit with their family? Like, hey, I'm going on an appointment. Can I role play with you? Can you give me some objections? Or are they in a collaborative environment where they can talk about it freely with their peers and other agents on what they're experiencing and give each other that feedback?
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got to practice it before you practice it on the client.
Well, and as I said, right, I mean, your environment needs to support your goals.
Mm-hmm.
So what you don't want to do is say, I want a collaborative environment where I get to practice, I have accountability with my peers, we get to hone each other's skills, and to be in a place that doesn't really allow that. Right. Because now it's friction, and friction doesn't work. Right. You need to be in alignment with where you want to go. Yeah. You know, I think it is interesting. Certainly. I mean, you can see here, right? We wrote the books, all of them on real estate. And what I love about it is some of these books are timeless and the others are really timely. Right. So you take The Millionaire Real Estate Agent. I mean, this is built on the models of top producing realtors nationwide. Yeah. They're broker agnostic in terms of they were from all different companies.
Yes.
And that data, by the way, written back in 2001, is still pertinent today. So it's timeless.
Yeah.
And then you have things like shift, right? Which become really important in a market like we're in today.
Yeah.
Right. Where things are shifting. What worked 5 years ago isn't working today.
Mhm. Yeah.
And so the question then is what do I need to be doing differently?
Right. Yeah.
And where am I going to get that information?
Right. Yeah. And the tactics that stand out in that one with seller pricing discussions, staging, presentation, I mean, they're all super relevant today. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think following something like shift, it gives you the steps and the confidence to
Mhm.
navigate this market.
Yeah. I agree.